There we go. Perfect. What's up? How you doing? Hey Mariah, hey Valora. What's up Christina? What's up Alvin? We're starting a little bit later than normal today. Be like that sometimes though. What's up Valora? What's up New Life Raw Evolution? Hey D. Thank you for being here. We got on a little bit later than normal today, but we're here and that's what matters. What's up, Nicole? Just started a job for the first time in 3 years today? That's amazing. Congratulations. You really connected with the reading today, Maria? Oh, that's amazing. Honored to help you. Hey, Marie. The other Marie. Thank you. Honored to have you here. What's up, Missy? What's up, Sativa? What's up, Starry and Hawaiian Angel? Absolutely. What's up, Nikki Minko? Hey, Mr. Bobby. Ricky Bobby. We'll give it just a fair chance to let everybody get in here before we start. Put this to the side. This over a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Let's see. Did we leave off with anybody last? Yes, we had one person. We had one super chatter from the last stream we left off on. So we'll start with her before we get into free readings today. Now, because I did log in about like an hour and a half later than I meant to, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, but I'll make sure tomorrow we're back at it for a 2 to 3 hour stream. This one's probably going to be like an hour and 30 minutes today. What's up, Terry? What's up, Divine? What's up, Guess and Nini? Happy to have you here too. Today, of course, our oracle on lives is always my boxer's oracle. But our tarot of the day, we're going to be using Tattoo Tarot. I really feel called to use this tarot deck. Oh, also, guys, I'm in the running to be featured on Ink magazine. And in case you're not aware of what that is, it's a tattoo magazine. It's a very it's like their Inked is a humongous thing. They have their own YouTube channel. They have their own magazine. It's huge. So if you guys would like to help me out, you could do something amazing for me. Okay, if you go on after you're done here on the live, if you go onto my YouTube profile, on my posts, I just posted the link to vote for me to win this contest where basically the person gets to be featured on Inked magazine. You get a cash prize and etc. And I plan on using all of that money to put right back into you guys to give more affordable tools, more guidance, more retreats, etc. So this could be a lot. This could be a big thing for me. So if you guys want to help me out, go and do a free vote, okay? And you can vote once a day. And it's only for the next 10 days, the first round. They go in rounds of people. That's how, it's like everybody gets in their own sections. And then the first and second that win that round, they go on to the next and the next and the next. So if you guys really could help me out, it'd be amazing. It's right on my posts. What's up? What's up? Hey, Misty. Hey, Aries. What's up, Rachel? Thank you. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and explain the vibe of the live, okay? So you guys have 3 options when it comes to getting a reading with me on live. Number 1 is the completely free option. All you need to do is make sure that you comment your name, you comment a yes, no question, and your zodiac sign if you're going to be here for the free readings, okay? Also, I just ask that you be a subscriber. If the reading's resonating with you, etc., please make sure that you're subscribed to me. The other two options that you have, now you can be a super chatter. Super chatters, in case you're not aware, it is basically where you get to choose the amount of money you like to send a creator. Everything in life is an energy exchange, okay? So the people who choose the super chat, they are 1010% guaranteed their reading done on this stream until I make the cutoff. The free people, it is randomized. Just being here is not going to guarantee the reading if you are here for the free yes no question. But if you want to super chat or if you want to join the membership team, your answer is 1000% guaranteed on this stream. So if you click on the screen of this live, you're going to see a description pull up. If you're somebody that's interested in super chatting, I have made a grid to follow there. So basically, for this amount of money that you choose to super chat me, I am promising this amount of cards and minutes I put into your reading. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a member, if you're a super chatter, or if you're a free person. When I am giving you your reading, you are the thing that matters most to me. Nothing else. If spirit aligns me to your name and you follow those three criterias, I'm giving you the same amount of love, attention, etc. that I would anybody else's reading. This is simply giving different options depending on where certain people are in their life, okay? So, lastly but not leastly, if you choose to go ahead and become a member when you are on a live with me, I do get a notification, and as a thank you and a welcome into joining the membership team, I give you a Law of Attraction card pull. Also, guys, this morning I uploaded 2 new videos to the membership team, so if you join right after this, you're going to have 2 new videos that you can watch right away. And then later on this week, there'll be 3 new videos up as well. But yeah, so anything you need a refresher that I just stated, my friend, please make sure to go ahead and just click on the description of the live. And also I have some amazing moderators that are going to be able to, throughout this time, answer questions for you guys. All right? Dope. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with who we left off with last time. That was Belinda. And she just wanted a general energy pull. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with tarot. Okay, tarot. They want tarot. We're going to start with tarot today with Belinda. What's Belinda's current energy? What is Belinda's current energy? All right, so right now you're feeling like there was over the weekend, there was definitely a masculine force that you used to give like empathy and commitment and passion to, that you were kind of like, I'm kind of done with this. Like, he doesn't treat me, you know, he's this one way to the world. He acts like he's this strong, empathetic individual, so understanding, but then behind closed doors, he's the exact opposite. And I'm always going to have room for him. I'm always going to love him, but I can't continue this. There's a difference between being a human and having your own traumas and fears and having to get through abandonment issues and etc. together versus just being cruel to a person. You are correct. You've searched in deep, and there is another masculine for you. And Spirit's definitely letting you know to go ahead and release, to expand your timeline. All right. So that we only left off one super chatter last time. So now I'm going to start formulating that first group of super chatters. But of course, before we do them, we're going to do free people. Now, since this is going to be a shorter live than normal, I normally do anywhere between 20 to 40, like 20 to 45 minutes of free readings. And then I go into the first group of super chatters. What I'm going to do now is we're going to do about 15 to 20 minutes of free people. Then we're going to go into super chatters. And we'll see how long we can keep that rotation going. An hour and 30 minutes from now, which will be 11:36 p.m. Eastern Time. 11:36 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will be going on an after stream as well on Twitch, but we'll talk about that later, guys. Dope. Alrighty, so let me go ahead now and start formulating that first group. We're definitely only going to have 2 groups of super chatters today, guys. All right. So we can go ahead and cross out this energy. Cross out that. Perfect. All right, number 1 today is Valora. You are number 1. Number 2 today is Nicole. All right. Number 3 today, that's Valora. Second question. Got you. Remember, they're just answered in the order they're received. All right. Number 4, Nikki Minko. Got you. All right, Jen Jackson, you're number 5. All right. Number 6, that's Terry Joe. All right. Number 7, that's Nikki. Right. And number 8, that's Sierra. All right, dope. All right, we're still going to let the first group of super chatters formulate for about 20 more minutes, 15, 20 more minutes. Let's go ahead and do free people during that time. All right, so what is right now? Okay, so 1028 minimum. 1028 minimum. All right. Free readings resuming now. Make sure you put your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question format. Oh, Aries, thank you for going ahead and voting for me and coming back. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Guess. We're going to start with you. And your name is Perry. You're a Cancer, and you'd like to know, does the person on your mind have any plans to approach you? Okay. Does the person on your mind have any plans to approach you? Let's see, my friend. All right, so this person currently does not have any plans to reach out to you. This is not because of something you did. Okay, your energies are not meshing right now. This does not mean they won't in the future. I do see a pair that matches, but it's like right now you're figuring out your own outlines of your own puzzle of life. And you know, in a puzzle, normally you need to get the structure, you need to get the foundation, and it makes everything else be able to come inward, okay? You both right now are figuring out what puzzle pieces were thrown into your box that were never even yours to begin with. Let each other make your borders, so then you can see 2 beautiful pictures that you can go ahead and have together, not combining all of this energy, trying to make one big pile, but one big picture, one big puzzle. That's not possible. Right now, you guys need to focus on your own puzzles to make an art gallery together. All right. Let's see. Jel B, thank you for being a subscriber. Or, I'm sorry. Thank you for being a member. You're a Gemini and you'd like to know, are you on the right path regarding love? Are you on the right path regarding love? Okay. So you know that you had to let go of this stoic energy type of individual. It wasn't that it's not that they were evil, it's not that they were a horrible partner, but there was just this macabre, like, not even macabre, this feeling of, like, no, you didn't feel there was juice in your relationship. It turned into muck. It was just something that you weren't feeling comfortable in this relationship anymore. But you're also like, we've been together so long. Is this going to be something that I'm really letting go of this great connection. We're just going through a hurdle. It looks like Spirit's saying your personalities have developed into two totally different people. When we're married or when we're with somebody for a long time, you're not going to just be with one version of them. You continue to learn and develop as individuals together, and sometimes they mesh. Sometimes after a deep amount of your purpose together, you're meant to go separate. And Spirit's saying that this individual, they want you to know, yes, they're going to be more than fine. And you can't feel bad for loving who you love. It's not a choice. We cannot choose who we fall in and out of love with. So you are making the correct choice in love, okay? And remember, guys, subscribers, they are prioritized, which, I'm sorry, they're called subscribers on TikTok, and on here they're members, and sometimes I get it switched depending on which live I'm on. So members, they're prioritized on my YouTube lives, meaning when I am scrolling through, my members have green names and a little Spartan logo next to them, okay? Normally, when I look up for the free readings, if my eyes align to a name and they follow those 3 exact criterias, that's the person that Spirit's telling me I'm supposed to give a reading to, okay? If I look up, though, and anywhere on my screen I see that green name and that Spartan logo, that is the person that is getting the reading 1010%. And then that's the thing that flows. So if you are a member, you are prioritized. If you are a free person, it is completely random. And if you are a super chatter, it is guaranteed. Okay? Now let's go back. All right. Divine Lovely. Your name is Nikki. You're a Gemini, and you would like to know, is B being unfaithful to you? Is B being unfaithful to you? It's your, okay, so this is your self-sabotage. This is somebody, I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm not saying you haven't gone through your hurdles. But this is paranoia. This person's not being unfaithful to you. I am seeing in the beginning of your pattern together. Okay, I see the way that they're wording it. The immaturity in the past, but the temporary retreat to restore one force. Okay, I see. So they've probably been unfaithful to you in the past, maybe like right in the beginning of your dynamic, and it just left this sour taste in your mouth ever since. It's still hard. It could be years. It could be months and months and months, years and years after this happened, and there's still parts that are tucked way deep in your head that come to surface. Okay, what I'm seeing is this isn't the first person that was, they want me to even say it this way. You've been cheated on in other relationships, but this person was unfaithful. And the reason I'm saying it like that is because it looks like they were unfaithful, like either when you didn't have a full commitment, they were still talking to other people, but that still put a sour taste in your mouth. Or right in the beginning of you two being together, there was that switched over. But I'm also seeing real quick, this person realized they could lose with you. And you're still in that state of learning how to trust them again. Spirit wants you to know, though, that you remember, nobody's perfect. And some people say once a cheater, always a cheater. I personally do not believe that. Don't get me wrong. There are some people, there are serial cheaters out there, but everything's situational. There are some people that it's not that way. And I see somebody who probably grew up with family where cheating and etc. was kind of a normal thing. And so they have learned and adapted that this is not cool. This is not the relationship I want. I don't want to have what I saw growing up. And I see somebody that almost losing you lit a complete fire under their ass. And at this point right now, my friend, they are not cheating on you. They are not being unfaithful, but Spirit understands, and I'm hearing he also understands where you're coming from. He may get a little irritated when you ask certain things over and over again, but he understands the validation you need, and that with time this is going to be something you can get over. And we're only stating this because we can see that this person really is doing the work. All right. All right. Oh, thank you for sending 5. Wow. Nicole gifted 5 memberships to you guys. Amazing. Thank you. And thank you, 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗘, Ascension, for becoming a member. I'll make sure to give you guys those polls when we get into there. Thank you. Okay. All right, Amanda, you are a Taurus. You would like to know, should you be expecting an actual counterpart on your journey? Do you have a counterpart on this journey? Are you somebody that's meant to have a divine love in this timeline? Absolutely. Okay. This is not the first time you are going to be meeting this individual. And I mean, like, you have a divine in this lifetime. This is far from the first lifetime you've had together. Yes, there's much more preparation needed before you could go full force into a connection. But I see that there is something that's already going to be developing this summer for you. There's going to be a secret admirer. This could come from a place of work, or even I'm hearing a friend of a friend, like somebody that's been a background character in your life. Somebody that spirit had a divine intervention, like blindfolding you or putting the blinds on this connection putting blinders on this connection so you only saw it when you were truly ready. Once other patches in your other patches of your life were able to be focused and fixed on. So yes, you do have a divine love in this lifetime, and it looks like this summer is going to be a very beautiful romantic one for you. Corey, you're Leo. You'd like to know, are you going to be forgiven by him? Are you going to be forgiven by him? Definitely stuck in that inner paranoia. All right, so if you're thinking of reaching out anytime soon, Spirit's definitely saying hold off. What I'm also hearing is you've painted a good picture. You're sorry to him. At this point, there's really nothing else to say. You have to be at peace with fate. You pleaded your case, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But this is that part, that surrender, that understanding that it's also about a reflection within them. It's not all you. It's not all you. There are absolutely things that this person did to paint a bigger picture of what they felt for you than maybe actually was let off. So this person that you want to forgive you, okay, understand that there isn't this sense of like them being like, I don't forgive you, I can't stand you. It looks like there's deflection, and what you're wanting to apologize for seems like a volcano moment. It seems like somebody that was being led on for a while and finally was kind of like, yo, like, what's going on with this? And then you got punished by the runner, aka getting ghosted and etc. And that's a manipulation tactic. You deserve better than this, my friend. All right, Jazzy J. Jazzy J. You're a Pisces, and you would like to know, is Toby going to reach out to you? Is Toby going to reach out to you? Okay, he's not currently thinking of investing into this. He's currently not thinking of investing into this, and Spirit wants you to hold this self-control, okay? It's not in the position for either of you to reach out to each other. Toby, I do see more of this. I see this whole relationship thawing. So it's not something that's stuck in the back of the freezer and has so much time that it's like, it's, long story short, I do see you guys being able to more towards the end of summer having a resolution, having Toby feel ready to reach out. But right now, neither of you are ready for this, okay? It does look like his higher self is telling me he plans on reaching out towards the end of summer, but his human self right now does not have a plan. He's going to do this off a spur of a moment, emotions riding over him. Where's my drink? Pull up. Drink. All right. Get a drink real quick. All right. Oops. All right, perfect. Rubies. Rubies red. You're a Sagittarius. And you would like to know, do I see love for you this summer? Do we see love for you this summer? You've really unplugged from, you've overcame a karmic connection. There was a person that you probably have been separated for a while, but I mean, you had them on a pedestal for a long time. And this type of love, it doesn't extinguish overnight. You're always gonna have a place for this person in your heart. But now you're realizing, like, I know that wasn't my divine. I know that that person just clarified more about the parts of me I needed to shed. I do see love for you this summer. You know why? Because you got it. You let go, and you're not going to let yourself cycle repeat with a past love connection. All right. Rachel, you're a Capricorn, and you would like to know, are you on the right path spiritually? Are you on the right path spiritually? Paying attention to small details, understanding that it comes from within. You're absolutely on the right path, and nobody said that right path is easy. No, nobody said that right path is easy. There is times where you're going uphill, and then there's times where you're going downhill. There's times where you feel like you're going to give up, and then there's other times where you get a burst of energy. You are absolutely on this journey. You are allowing yourself to see the small differences, to take the scenic route, to not just try to get to the destination. You are understanding that right now, the biggest thing you're actually putting investment into is your masculine nature. And remember, that's nothing to do with your gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Our masculine is our willpower, our go-getter attitude, our self-composure. And then our feminine is our nurture, our compassion, our sympathy. To be a full human being, a balanced human being, we must honor both sides of ourselves. You right now are strengthening that willpower, strengthening that composure, the ability to command and take a room. This is more than the right path. You're releasing imposter syndrome. All right. All right. Nadini, what's up? You're a Sagittarius. You like to know if this person that you gave the gifts to during Christmas, did he like them? Let's see. Did he like them? Let's see. He did like them. Okay, this is gonna feel like ooh, okay, but this is what you need to hear. He absolutely did like them. This is okay. They're naked, so I have to cover them. But he didn't keep the stuff. It was too hard. It was too hard. I feel somebody that honored and really embraced the moment and received them, and then was like, I can't keep this. It's gonna make me feel attached, and let the stuff go. Spirit says this should be the last time you send something. The choice is always yours, and it's beautiful that you did it unconditionally. But after this, you're just hurting yourself. After this, you're just putting yourself in states of unnecessary limbo with the connection. Yes, they absolutely did like it, but they didn't keep it, my friend. Honored to help you. All right, Cherry, you're a Capricorn. You would like to know, is he going to talk to you again? Is he going to talk to you again? Breaking self-illusion. Okay, this is for you. Remember, I'm here for you. Spirit is stating that the right path is not together. The right path is not where you two... You know there's something deep down within you. You know if this would come back, even if you wanted it to. If you were the one that reached out, he reached out. It would be a cycle repeat. It's taken breaking a lot of self-illusion. And what I'm hearing Spirit wants you to know is that the right path really is without this individual. Spirit does see you having a divine. Spirit does see that this is not a timeline where you're supposed to be alone. But this is a connection that if you allow yourself to really shatter the illusion and see there already you guys have crossed that line of no return. That this falls under the category of a false divine. And allow yourself to move forward and see that if you stay here, you are continuing to be a chaser. If you can release all of that, you're going to find somebody that can go ahead and build a foundation with you and fill your cup. You are a beautiful person. You can see the beauty in this person, like this false divine connection as well. But the two of you together, you want different things in life is what I keep hearing. You want to, yes, opposites attract, but there's a certain extent of lifestyle and etc. And it just looks like you're both on two different paths on what you're wanting. I don't see this person wanting a family like you do. So you do have love, but the one that you are wanting to know right now, if they're going to come back, if you have a relationship together, it's really being promoted to break the self-illusion and see anything with them, even being friends. This energy is a cycle repeat. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do the first group of super chatters. Okay, guys? So if you want to get on this group real fast, you can. I'm going to write down everybody else since Sierra. And I will start here. That's fine. All right. Nikki, Sierra. All right, Nicole, your second question is going to be number 9. All right. Why Rabbit? Thank you for joining the membership. You'll get that law of attraction pull. All right, and then number 11, Nicole. Thank you for gifting those 5. That will be, I'll give you a law of attraction poll as well. We'll make sure it's a different energy than the other questions you have. All right, Divinity. You're number 12. All right. Nobody Jones. thank you for becoming a member. You'll get a law of attraction pull as well. And number 14, Alvin. Got you, homie. And number 15, that's Marie. All right, so that's the first group of super chatters. Looking at this is probably going to take me also. This will probably take me anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes, okay? So what we're going to do is 25 to 30 more minutes. We'll do one more round of free people, and we'll let that last cluster of super chatters formulate too, okay? All right, let me go ahead and get a drink. All right. Scroll back up. All right, let's start with Laura. You would like a general card pool. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pool. What does Spirit have for you today? All right, so there's an incompletion. There's something, a romantic relationship that you're like, this never fully got off the ground. And I've really, did I create this? You're like, did I create this whole relationship in my head? Am I tripping? Is this ever, was this ever even real? Or was it nothing to him? Let me tell you something. This is something. You guys have an unfinished story. I do see that the masculine ran from this connection. I do see that the feminine had a hard time letting go. But there's more to your story. You have a romantic partner returning in the summer. Okay, let me get a different pen. All right. Now, your first question. Okay, and then, okay. Also, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I forgot to re-tell you guys the numbers of your names. So if you super chatted after Gloria, go ahead and have your ears open. I'm going to repeat the number associated to your name so you know what reading I'm on and how far down yours is, okay? So, number 2 is Nicole. That's your first question. Number 3 is Valora. That's your second question. Then number 4 is Nikki Minko. Number 5 is Jen Jackson. Number 6 is Terry Joe. Number 7 is Nikki. Number 8 is Sierra. Number 9 is Nicole. I believe that's the same Nicole. I'm pretty sure it is. And then number 10 is Y Rabbit. Number 11 is Nicole. Number 12 is Divinity. Number 13 is Nobody. Number 14 is Alvin. And number 15 is Marie, okay? All right, so Nicole, you're an Aquarius. And you would like to know, is there anything you should know? Is there anything you should know right now? Spirits want you to know that you have gone ahead and reassessed the energy investments that you put, even more than time, effort. You're seeing just the simple amount of time of thinking about somebody. You know, we can forget that doing favors for an individual, that absolutely means like 3D world things like, hey, can you pick me up, whatever. But like literally thinking about somebody is sending them fuel. When you allow yourself to hyperfixate on a person or etc. without realizing it, you are sending them their fuel. It's like, imagine going to a gas station, buying gas on a pump, and then letting another car roll up and just fill up. That is the energy. That is the best example I can give of when you are just uncontrollably thinking about another person, how you can actually amplify their timeline and take away your own energy. You are understanding individuals that don't give me a helping hand back, and that doesn't mean life is a tally game, but that won't be there for me when I need it most, don't deserve me at theirs. This is not selfish, this is selfless. Spirit's very proud of you for going ahead and seeing only where my energy investments will be returned can I give. Because you will deplete and you will have nothing for yourself if you continue and continue and continue to give to others that don't appreciate you. All right. All right, Valora, this is your second question. It looks like you were just wanting another card pull. Okay, so I believe love was the first card pull I did for you. I'm going to ask Spirit to do now a general card pull regarding your career, okay? What can we get a general card pull for her career? Okay, straightforward action straightforward action to end a bad situation. She's understanding. Okay. The job you're currently at, I see you're upgrading from it. This summer, I feel that it's not like you're leaving a company. It's like you're getting upgraded. There is a job opportunity. Even what I'm seeing is like going overseas. Like you could be taken somewhere to learn, like to train, to learn something, and then come back to a certain branch in America, if that's where you live, or etc., and teach others this information. Whatever this is, what I'm hearing is when you first started this job, you didn't really expect you to be here for like a long-term type of thing. You were just kind of like, hey, this seems good right now. But as you've continued to work there, you've realized, no, I can work from the ground up in this company, and I've done so much. And with great power comes great responsibility. You have so much under your belt, more than you even realize, to get this promotion. Okay, I'm seeing already there are people who have a place of authority that are matching your name. Like you're on a list, and there is this, it's like your name is matching up to where I'm seeing like a new executive. Okay, I'm trying to make this, I'm trying to show you guys what I have in my head as clear as I can. So thank you. Sometimes it's harder. I see a sheet. I see a man holding a sheet, and on this has like new role positions. It's columns, and on the other side is names, and your name is on this new fucking sheet of people. Your career is expanding this summer. All right. All right, Nikki Minko. You would like a general... I got you. Let's go ahead and give you a general reading. Okay, so you're shifting away from needing control. You are seeing what projects you have started. And if something fails, it's not failing, it's divine intervention. Okay, something fell through for you. And it was kind of disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. That's what I'm hearing. This could have been a job offer. This could have been a house that you were trying to buy. Or this could have even been like some form of like a vacation or something along the lines that you realized is not going to actually be able to happen. But it's not over. This is a divine intervention. If this is a new car you're meaning to buy, or a move you were going to do, or going ahead investing into going on this vacation or whatever it is, this is just a moment in time, and it truly is a divine intervention. Your money is needed elsewhere. Your time is needed elsewhere. What I see is a return. This is going to come back full circle at the correct time. So, remember, things are not failing right now in your life. You are having divine intervention protecting your highest timeline. All right. Number 5. We are now on number 5. That is Jen Jackson. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pull. General card pull. Okay, so currently currently you are waiting for something to arrive, and you feel like you're like not shaking, but it feels like something you're very, very excited for, and you're wondering if you actually can do this. If you're about to cross the finish line regarding like a physical fitness journey, or if this is about a job opportunity and you've been putting yourself out there, getting prepared, ready, and you're like, is this all for nothing? It's not all for nothing. What I see right now is you're not in a state where you need to feel dark or like there's this negative energy around you at all. You know, your parasite might be trying to get in your head and take little things that are just normal negative energy and expand it with the paranoid thoughts. That's what the parasite loves to do. Spirit wants you to know you are following your GPS. You're doing everything you can in your power to be a productive person. And rest assured that this is coming at the right time. Whatever this formal meeting, this opportunity, this job, whatever you've been preparing yourself for, you are going to be more than ready for. All right. Terry Joe, you are number 6. Number 6, Terry Joe. What we got for you? You would like a general pull as well. Okay. You're not feeling... So there's a connection where it feels like you want something more. I can't tell if you have kids or if you're wanting kids, but no matter what I'm seeing is the energy of somebody that wants to add to the family. So even if you have children, you're somebody that's wanting to have even more. Or if you don't have children, you're at a part in your life where you're like, I'm ready to settle down. I don't want to be in this preparation phase anymore. I'm not going to pressure anybody, but also I'm feeling almost pressured to choose a timeline where I don't even have the possibility of this happening. You're feeling very stuck because you love the person you're with, but you just don't. It's like you're not wanting the same things at all anymore. So you're feeling very unsure of what to do. That's a hard one because I can see the love between you two, but I can see definitely that you want children and whoever this person doesn't. And that's one of those make it or break it things. Spirit wants you to think. You've already had plenty of conversations with this person about this too. The only advice I can state Spirit's giving right now regarding this connection, you can't pressure yourself to just throw away what you desire in life because you want to make somebody else happy. Sometimes love is not enough. What I can sense, and I'm going to get on to another person because I need to, but this is definitely a very powerful reading, is you need to have one more conversation to really get on the same page about this and see that your stories are matching up. What I'm seeing is there is room for growth, but this person may so badly not want to lose you after realizing that this is something that you're like, I need to get on this next part of my life. They may feel pressure to say they're ready for something that they're not. So you guys got a big talk. You guys got a big talk, and definitely more time will tell with that. But it's definitely a sign Spirit saying you can't neglect your own wishes for family, what your wish fulfillment looks like. All right. Number 7. Let's see, number 7, Nikki Naggie. This is a different Nikki. This is Nikki Naggie. All right. You would like to know, you're a Gemini, and is Brad seeing another woman behind your back? That's what you'd like to know. Is Brad seeing another woman behind your back? There's no mysterious... No. Absolutely not. I don't know if you guys have had unfaithful, like, sorry, I'm stuttering on it. I'm not sure if they've been unfaithful in the past, or if both of you if you have wounds when it comes to being cheated on, but I'm telling you, you have an extremely healthy partner who, at least, he's not an amateur. He's learned from his lessons. He is a masculine that's grown. And there's no mystery. There's nothing in his mind that he's like keeping from you. I understand your paranoia. It doesn't just come from nowhere. Who the hell wants to feel that stuff? Nobody just wants to feel that stuff. So don't harp on yourself. It comes from somewhere. But no, he respects you. The part of the story you guys are in, he more than respects you. He honors being in this position for you. All right, number 8, Sierra Barnes. You're a Virgo and you'd like a love pull. Let's see what's going on with your love life. All right, so there were some ruthless words that were hit the other day. There was some pressure in, okay, I see one person having absolutely no defense, just wanting to talk, get to the resolution. Both people feeling the pressure, and somebody speaking really rude words to deflect. You feel like something's being kept. And you're like, I shouldn't have to fight to hear this truth. I'm tired. Somebody's holding a secret from you. Okay? And we don't say this now for you to go and pry at this person to tell you the truth. Because these types of individuals, you could literally catch them in the act, bold face, and they will lie to you and say you're tripping. I don't know what you think you saw, but you didn't see that. And you don't need to deal with that. You are really being called to say that. They want you to know that there is a storm between you two, and you're on your surfboard and you're riding it. You're on to something. Don't let this person gaslight you, okay? All right, number 9, Nicole. This was your second question. Is there any romance coming for you soon? Not from someone who's already in a relationship because they don't know loyalty. All right. Anybody new? Willpower. Gotta resist that short-term temptation. Middleweight. Okay, so what I'm seeing is you are having romance come soon, but you're going to have 2 different types of romance. When you said not from someone who's already in a relationship, you definitely are at least pulling that from a wound. Somebody that you probably didn't get full closure with. And for a long time you wanted to come back. And once you found out, okay, I see. This person told you they weren't in a relationship, didn't they? This person told you that they were in separation with, like, they could have been having to live with an ex, or they were in separation from their wife, but they weren't, like, actually together. They're just still legally married. And what you found out was that was bullshit face lie. Like, they're still together. They're not just living with each other because of expenses or whatever. And you're like, I'm not dealing with this. If you could do this to them, you could do it to me. You know, and even more than that, it's just a respect. It's a respect of you and the energy itself. Life's not perfect, okay? But this is energy of manipulation. This is energy of somebody that almost wants to have kind of like a double life. You are having new love, but they need you to prepare. There's somebody else that's coming back too. There's somebody that's coming back and going to say, no, I'm really done this time. I'm sorry. I was scared. She was there, and you're just going to let this be something that you roll off your shoulders. You do have new love, but they also don't want you to get confused when this other person comes in, because that's not the new love that they're talking about. There's not anything with that. It really just seems like a trial run. Spirit will do that. Once these types of connections know you really let go, Without even words being said, it's an energetic thing. That's when they come running to you. And there's a part in these type of dynamics where the runner has to know that you're the one that got away, and the chaser picks themselves. And that's what ends a karmic cycle with those types of false divine connections. All right. Number 10. That was 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗡 Ascension, and you joined the membership team. Thank you. All right. So you have finally gone over a connection that really, really had you like knocked out. It's like this person, something about them could take all your energy. Just thinking about them, or etc. There was a wound, a deep karmic connection that you've been able to reclaim your emotions. You've been able, what I'm seeing is to see the root problem, where they had control of your emotions to begin with. What part of them was showing you where you were not willing to heal? You had a connection that you could have allowed to make you the villain of your own story, but you didn't. You became the hero of your own story, and your hero arc is extremely increasing right now. You were at that point where I like to give mundane examples for really vastly greater things that are so hard in the human mind to be able to understand. I like to give human examples to get the energy behind that purpose. If you've ever seen Spider-Man 2, specifically the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2, the OG, he loses his webs. He is swinging around and etc. And there's comes this part where he's like, it's an example of him losing his self-trust and faith and reason and purpose, and having to find that. Until he could find that, he literally can't have his powers anymore. That will, that effort, he felt knocked out. And at that point, every person has to pick themselves up and relearn who they are now. Not even who they were at the beginning of their story, what the story has changed them, morphed them into, and take those lessons and take the strides forward. You are in that part. You are in that part where you've already been the superhero of yourself, but there's a little bit of wind that's been knocked out of you. Some of your power, some of your willpower, etc. It's been knocked out, but it's not gone. Because remember, willpower comes and goes, but consistency stays. And consistency is where you show the universe if you are going to meet the frequency of your manifestations. This is awesome. All right. And Nicole, you sent the 5 memberships. Thank you. Let's get you a law of attraction pull for that one. Law of attraction pull for Nicole. What is your law of attraction right now? You've released so many blockages. I'm seeing magic formed in every single existence. You need to start journaling. If you haven't started journaling, you need to start journaling, my friend. What I'm hearing is the last 7 years of your life, you completely shed a karmic cycle from another past life. There was a part of you that's like, man, why does it seem like I have good runs and then something always kind of like gets taken away? Why is it that these connections build, but it seems like always once I get to this certain mark, something goes? There was a karmic, like, not curse, but generational trauma type of curse that was being pushed and pushed down. In the past 7 years, I'm hearing you've gotten yourself up. I mean, you're more successful than anybody in your family. And that's not selfish to know. That is selfless to command that you have worked and are deserving of seeing this. They're wanting you to know that you've released an extreme amount of blockages. The next 7 years, I'm not saying things are going to be perfect, but you have a different level of protection. You have a different level of self-trust and defense within self. You don't have to defend yourself meaning like letting presentation over speak words. Your energy speaks for it. And you know when to be a fly on the wall, and you know when to command a room. But this is great. So your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational, for damn sure. All right. And then let's go ahead and reset these. All right, number 12, that's Divinity. Your boyfriend's sister texted him. Nate's here. Who is Nate to him? Is he being honest about it, not knowing who Nate is? My boyfriend's sister texted. My boyfriend's sister texted him. Nate's here. Okay. Who is Nate to him? Who's Nate? Nate's not necessarily a friend. I'm trying to find the right way to put this. It's not bad per se. Nate's one of those people that you kind of see for a moment. It's alive, so I'm really trying to say this in a way where it, like, I know it's fine to say it. This is not a best friend. This is not somebody they hang out with. This is somebody they might like to trade things with. This might be somebody that has something they really enjoy. It doesn't look like this is somebody they frequent with all the time, and that is the only way I can state that on here. Okay, you go ahead and use your discernment from there. All right. All right. Number 13. Number 13 is Nobody V. Jones. Thank you for becoming a member. Let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction pool. You are right in that same fucking collective as Nicole, the one who did the 5 gifts, where you've released. This was a big thing of today's personal readings. This was the synchronization between many of them. A 7-year cycle curse broken over the past week. You are right in there. I am telling you, you have done deep research into not only yourself, but your bloodline. You've done deep research into understanding your purpose. My friend, your law of attraction is so high vibrational. You're allowing things to grow and you're allowing things to die, because that is life. You can't have one without the other. You must honor both the yin and the yang, the high and the low. This is beautiful. You're letting natural endings come, and you are honoring the fact that nobody has your timeline cursed. You have broken the spell, and everybody else in your timeline, in your family from now, will have reminders of you. Think of you. Interesting. You're going to be known. You know how we all have some ancestors? It's like, we don't fucking know who our ancestors are. All of us have some people we're like, I will never know who I was related to that far back. But then some of us, we know we have like that great uncle or that great grandfather that served in like Vietnam, or not. Well, that's way more than, that's not as much as great for most of us here at least. But you know what I'm trying to say. Those individuals that were like warriors in your family and that they're just known and passed down, that is who you are in your family. You're doing something big. And your personality is meant to expand, is also what they want me to say. The next time you command the room, that's the last thing they want me to say for you. You know exactly what that means. Next time you command the room. Okay. Now, number 14, Alvin. Number 14, Alvin. What does KJ want you to know? In the hermit mode, she has continued to be in since my last text. What does KJ want you to know? So, right now she wants you to know that I keep saying the letter B. And I think the way I'm understanding that right now is she, don't ever make anything fit. Is she a form of like a school teacher? Or is she right now in school and like college papers, just getting grades, actual grades? Or even if she work in food and like she has to do like inspections, like things have to pass a grade A food, or there's just energy. Something about her is teaching or grading. And right now, the way she feels about your last interaction and how you have allowed the space is like a B. It's like he's not going, like, he felt my vibe and he's respecting that space. And I feel thoughtful thoughts starting to come back into her mind. Not the oh man, this is being too much, this is rushing, I have to go ahead and make this like a D in my head. Get fixated on, like, I'm not saying you will, but don't get fixated on the grade thing. It's just a big example right now that I'm feeling within here. The way she's seeing your connection, long story short for now, is like a B. The way you're handling it. It's not like a A plus. It's not a fucking F or a D. It's B is like, this is great, and if we can continue this, there's a lot more growth to have. So respect the space. Every day, this is actually opening up more and more of your doors. But remember, that impulsion, that compulsivity, that parasite, it's going to have moments where it's going to want you to go 0 to 100. But if you do, with this specific situation in your life, I can say that it's cycle repeating. All right, number 15. That was Marie. All right, you would like to know, is Russell coming in to stay and build? Is Russell going to come in and build a new foundation with you? Is Russell going to come in and build a new foundation with you? Yeah, I do see somebody that wants to bring in this. I do see somebody honoring more their feminine nurture. Definitely leading by example. You know, it's not going to be the easiest thing. And I do see that both of you, somebody's lights are off. So the way I would take that is one person moving into the others. Deep research before that. Okay, before you just allow this person back into, before you let Russell back straight into your home, and like if he ends up living with you, you'd still need much more time. Okay, I can see how fast that you guys will want to dive into either like getting a new place together, or maybe he's in a hard time and he can come live with you, or etc. It's not, you got to remember, if you rush things too fast, this is not going to go well. You have to set healthy boundaries. I do see his intentions are pure. I do see that it's not like he needs somewhere to be, so that's the way everything's talking to you at all. In fact, I see somebody more where they would be like, I'm just gonna sleep in my car, and you would be like, no, come here, like sleep on the couch or whatever. And you got to really allow this to not go 0 to 100. But I do see somebody that has intentions, true intentions to build a new foundation with you. All right, that was it for the first group of super chatters. We're going to go ahead and make the next one right now. And I am going to do the last call early. Normally I do the last call like at the last 10 minutes, but I'm going to do last call right now, guys, because of the time. And tomorrow's live, we're going to make sure it's back to the normal 2 hour, 30 minutes to 3 hour live. But today I'm only going to stay on probably about 30 more minutes longer, since it started much later today. And I want to make sure I can still get on a Twitch after stream. So this is going to be last call right now for super chatters. I'll give you guys like another like 2 minutes, since I just stated it, while I go ahead and write these down as well. So we're going to go ahead now also and reset. We're not on 15 anymore. Now we are going back to starting at 1 for this next group of super chatters. So listen out for your number. All right. Number 1 is 𝗧𝗧. You became a member. Thank you. Let's give you a law of attraction pull. All right. Amanda. You are number 2. Right. L3. You're number 3. All right. Number 4 is Chantel. Right. Number 5, I see that you did a second one, Chantel. Got you. Ruby, you're number 6. L3, second question is a general. Got you. Remember, they're just answered in the order they're received. Got you, got you. Number 8, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Annie sent 5 memberships as well, guys. So if you're one of the lucky ones that got it, make sure you thank Annie. We'll get you that law of attraction pull. Got you, homie. All right. And then I'll give you guys just one more minute if you would like to get on for 1000% guaranteed reading right now on this stream. We got one more minute. And then after that, everybody else that super chats will be answered first on my stream tomorrow. Okay? All right. And while we give that moment, I'm gonna go ahead and do my advertisement for this stream. Remember, guys, I'm my own assistant. I'm my own advertiser. I'm my own video producer. I don't have employees. The closest thing and the best helpers I have to anything even remotely like that is my moderators, which I'm deeply grateful for. They give me another level of peace of mind when I'm on these lives. But other than that, I do everything myself, so I have to find time to advertise things about myself. So thank you. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right. So today we are going to talk about my Canada adventure. All right. September of this year, I am going on my second camping-based adventure in the Canada Rocky Mountains. So this is a 6-day trip. And every single one of the days, we go to a different campsite. There is 2 different hiking trails that we are going along. There's also a biking trail we're going along. And we are visiting a Nordic spa on the last day of the adventure. So after we're doing all this physical work, because this is a physical definite adventure. Out of like 5 stars, it's a 3 out of 5, okay? After all of that, on one of the last days, we go to the Nordic spa and chill in 𝗧𝗦 and let our muscles relax. I'm so excited. I've never been to a Nordic spa, so it's going to be great, a great new opportunity. Everybody that comes on the trip, I have 2 activities set up as well, all right? Number 1, everybody's getting a personal reading with yours truly, one-on-one, where we go away from the rest of the crew, the rest of the group, and we just have our reading. You're going to pick a topic, love, career, etc. I'm going to go full force, see what Spirit has for you to know. Number 2, I am hosting a tarot teachings workshop, all right? So one of the last nights, we are coming back from the day's activities. We're going to sit around the campfire, and I'm going to teach you how to perform a specific tarot spread. Depending on your level of tarot knowledge, I'll either teach you a beginner level spread or an intermediate. And everything you need for the workshop, I'm going to supply to you. So the cards, the journal, the pen, the incense, the gems, everything I am giving you in a spiritual gift bag, and you get to take it home with yours. You get to take it home with you. Another really cool thing, everybody that comes on this trip, okay? So my next deck is currently in production. I'm not going to tell you if it's an oracle or if it's a tarot, and I'm not going to tell you the theme of it, okay? That's all surprises. That's gonna be months down the line, I tell you. But I am going to let you guys know the next one is in production. Now, everybody who joins the trip are going to be the first people that not only see the deck, but have a copy and take home. So everybody that joins, I'm going to ask to not post pictures or anything of it. I'm trusting y'all, the ones who come on this trip, to not post any pictures or anything of it until after I have released it to everyone else. This trip, so just as physical as it is, it's obviously very spiritual. And if you are interested in joining, guess what? The next 4 spots that get taken are getting a $210 off of the trip amount. That is half a plane ticket to a full, or that's half a plane ticket, depending on where you're coming from, to all of the money you can spend on extra souvenirs and etc. And maybe not even spend that much. You might just put more in your pocket. If you would like to join this trip, you have until June 14th to sign up. That is the cutoff. I can't accept anybody else after June 14th. And now I'm going to have a little humble moment with you guys too, okay? So these trips have to have a minimum amount of people to attend for them to be 1000% guaranteed. My other trips in the past, within the first couple of months, I had them all like booked out, sold out. This trip, I still have to have those 4 spots filled out for it to be 100% guaranteed. So if I don't get 4 more people by June 14th, I actually won't be able to have this trip. Now, if that happens, it's okay. We'll go ahead and sign up for another one. And it'll just be far more out, but we'll go ahead and we'll just do it again. But I do feel I can get 4 more people in a month. June 14th is that cutoff. If you were somebody who really wanted to come, this is the first time you're hearing about it, and you're in a spot where you can financially afford it, I would highly recommend you go ahead and claim your spot so we can get this 1000% locked in, and you can get that discount. The trip site, that is located on my personal website. So, also, I'm on YouTube, so actually you can do it right from my YouTube channel. So if you go on my profile into the bio with all the links, you're going to see Canada Adventure right there. You just click on it, and that is all of the details about what exact hiking spots we're going to, what campsites, what restaurants, the city, etc. Everything is on there. Also, everything regarding the trip when it comes to like supplies, materials is included. You don't have to bring anything except a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag is the only thing you will have to be responsible for, and then any extra stuff you'd want, like protein bars, etc. All of the utensils, all of the camping equipment, it's included with your pricing. The only thing you bring extra is that sleeping bag. I am very excited to continue to make these memories with you guys. So, and if after you check out the site, if you have any questions before you're wanting to book, you can easily just send me an email at contact@offprintmint.com. Alrighty, guys, thank you for listening. Now we're going to go ahead and do 5 free people. We're going to do 5 free people. And also, that's right. I said I would go ahead and put these 2. So there's 2 people during that time that added themselves. So number 9, Alvin. And number 10, 𝗧𝗪𝗙𝗪𝗓. All right. So that cuts off the guaranteed super chatters for today's stream. Everybody else after this point will be the ones who are guaranteed their answers right at the beginning of tomorrow's live stream. Now, before we get into these 5 super chatters, before we get into these 10 super chatters, let's do 5 free people, okay? 5 free people. Remember, let's go ahead and put our name. Let's go ahead and make sure we put that zodiac sign and that yes/no question. Oh, thank you for looking, Faith on Wheels. Yeah, and also, something I forgot to mention as well is there is also a financing plan through a firm. You can also, you can check and see if you're eligible for it. It does not affect your credit to look at all. It literally hurts nothing to just see if you're approved. And then there's there's a 6-month, there's a 12-month, and there's an 18-month. Most of the people have picked the 18-month, they've told me, because it's $165 a month for the trip if you do that. Or you can put the down deposit and then pay as you like all the way into June. All right. Laura, you are a Leo. You would like to know, will I find out the hidden truths about myself that my family has been hiding from me? Okay. Let's see. Holy shit. I don't know if y'all saw, you probably did see that. Let's see what fell on the ground. Well, there's definitely secrets. I'm that are going to come to rise, and they have to happen at the right time. Let's get these. So 2 fell on the ground. High Priestess and 2 of Wands. Yeah, you are going to find out. Ow. I'm hearing, though, it's going to take a lot of, like, it felt like somebody just pinched me. I literally felt like somebody just pinched me. This comes back, like, I don't say this lightly. There really is a lot that you feel your family has been keeping from you. Now, they want me to say it's not out of a malevolent will. They think they're protecting you. But you're an adult now. And there's something you feel that they're keeping from you that's like, I need this gap to be filled. You went through some form of childhood trauma that got suppressed in the part of your brain here's the thing. When we are growing up and we go through trauma as a child, especially a very, very young child, like under 5, your brain literally cannot fucking handle it, and it puts it in a part of your brain that you can't access until you're like in your 20s. And then one day you're like in your early to mid 20s, and you start having these rushing visions of things that you're like, I don't remember this happening to me. But at the same time, why does this feel familiar? Why are these rushing thoughts coming to my brain? And I just see that there are family moving from you because they feel like they're protecting you. Now, you are an adult. And I see you're going to have to put your foot down. It's like the energy of pinching. Don't hyper-focus, but there is something that you're going to be given a truth to this summer, okay? All right. All right, JS. JS, you're an Aquarius. You'd like to know, are you going to find a new job soon? Are you going to find a new job soon? Absolutely. Here's the thing. You're also going to have a job where it's not this thing that you feel like you're indebted to. Like you have to do this. And you're just kind of like getting by. You're just rolling through your days. I have to do this to get by. I have to do this to get by. But it's not actually giving to my story. It's not making passion. That was the job that you had before. And you have been given a divine intervention to where it's like it's been a long time for you to get a job. Normally you could get a job way before this point is what I'm hearing. But there are things that are out of your control. You're not the only one where it's really hard right now to get a real good job. A lot of companies are having to do pay cuts, and they're actually letting go of really good people. So you're not alone in this dynamic. Said, it is still a divine intervention. You are receiving a new job this summer, okay? And you're going to be so happy for the time that you were able to not carry the weight and responsibility of a job. So you were able to go inwards. This is great. You still are doing that work. So they're reminding you of that. Just continue to be in a positive mindset. Respect the part of the process you're on. You can watch the scenic route, or you can choose to keep your head down in the car and be like, when is this going to be over? When is this going to be over? Or enjoy and see that there are things today for you to experience. Continue to apply. This is in the plan. All right. Aries, you are a member. Thank you. All right. You'd like to know, are you on the right path regarding your spiritual path? Are you on the right path regarding your spiritual path? There's a little stagnation. Spirit's not saying don't let it go 0 to 100. Spirit's not saying you're fucking up your timeline or anything like that. But there is stagnation on your end, okay? Is there a connection where you're afraid to look outside of self? It could be trust. It could be trusting somebody. It feels like there could be an unnecessary grudge on your shoulder. There's something you got to let go of. And remember, when we avoid work on one part of our life, there's a trickling effect to the other aspects. You're avoiding work in your own personal development, it's going to go into your personal, or if you're avoiding work and personal self-development, it's going to trickle effect into how you are in your career, how you are in your love life with other people, and etc. Right now, Spirit wants you to be aware. You're not failing. You're not fucking in. There is something that the energy of the what if is taking a lot of your force away. So let's go ahead and focus that intuition on what the parasite is wanting you to think is being destroyed, that actually is creating new life in your existence. Honored to help you. Right. Kalini, your name is Jasmine, and you'd like to know, is it worth giving Alexander a shot romantically? Is it worth giving Alexander a shot romantically? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is worth. I see somebody that definitely is not looking to resurrect an old dynamic. Like I'm seeing somebody that is over their exes. I'm seeing somebody that knows what they want and also is very loyal. They don't brush the needs of their partner under the rug. I'm not saying he's a perfect individual, but this is somebody that could be a strong, healthy partner. Yeah, it's worth giving him a shot romantically. All right. Chantel, thank you for being a member. You're a Cancer, and you would like to know. Remember, it's one question, okay? So you're asking about your love life and employment. It's one question, one topic per day, okay? So unless you super chat, then that's a different story. But we're gonna go ahead and pick love for you. That's what I'm feeling called to more. So Chantel, you're a Cancer, and will love be coming your way soon? Will love be coming your way soon? Yeah, absolutely. Love is coming your way, but they need to remind you of something. When you get what you ask for, you can't ghost. You can't stunt. Because you're going to receive something that you've been asking for, true divine love. And there is going to be a karmic person that comes in. There is going to be somebody from your past that wasn't willing to be there when you were at your lowest, but wants you at your highest. And it may be really easy right now to say, yo, I have a new divine love come in and they love me unconditionally. And then the person that I had to chase for so long that I finally gave up on comes back. Why would I pick them? Hell no, I'm not going to pick them. That's a lot easier said than done. When the ego is hearing and you're hearing what you for so long wanted from that runner, it is a lot harder said than done. There's that part of you that wants the cycle repeat. So Spirit wants you to know, yeah, you are manifesting love your way. And make sure you're ready. Don't let it be the whole thing where it's like, be careful what you ask for, because you're receiving a divine love. And the be careful what you ask for thing is maybe make sure you're a little bit more over your ex or this ex fling before you really, really, really start telling the universe to manifest this person in for you. Go inwards. Because I've seen that happen plenty of times. I've had plenty of times people come to me in readings like, Matt, I did not expect it to be that fast. So I'm like, That's why you gotta be assured in your level of work before you really start trying to manifest in that person. All right. Hey, Nini, if you're talking about super chats for this stream, the guaranteed, that has been cut off, but tomorrow, everybody who super chatted after after Da, that was the last person, you guys are all going to be the first answered on tomorrow's live stream, okay? Honored to help you. All right. Kisha, Alliston, you're a Pisces, and you'd like to know, is love coming to you? Is love coming to you? One second. I'm going to saw this fall down. And let me light another incense as well. And then I'll do your shuffle. Right. All right, coolio. All right. Kisha, is love coming to you? Is love coming your way? Knight of Cups. Okay. So remember, I'm always here for you. I am seeing spirits putting a divine intervention on your love life. Right now, there is too much looking outward for self-acceptance. I do see a long, I don't want to say long like you feel like it's this dragged out thing, but it's longer than your ego would like before love really enters your dynamic. But that does not mean you are failing. That does not mean that you're fucking up your own timeline. You need this time to be alone. You are a very strong person, but you've been in very toxic dynamics, and you're unlearning what you used to see as green flags. You're unlearning those characteristics of a masculine you were taught to believe made a man versus a grown, mature man versus a little boy trapped in a man's body. What I'm seeing with you right now is it's divine intervention. They're not recommending you pursue romantic love. Now they are recommending you pursue familial, platonic, soul. And we're not saying that there couldn't be a lover who starts out as a friend. Those are the best dynamics. You could be being blinded by somebody right now. That could be a potential divine, but no matter, listen, if they're blinding you from something, it don't matter how much you try to shine a light, you're not going to see it. When it comes to that divine intervention, it's serious things that spirit do to protect your highest timeline. I mean, I've literally seen I had a personal reading where the individual told me, they were like, I don't know why, I was called to go to this specific store. I just felt like I should go to this store. I had no idea why. I just felt like they were going to be there. Of course, I went in there and they weren't. So I was just like, all right, whatever. I was tripping. It's fine. They got home. Okay. They got home and they instantly like opened up their Instagram. Yeah. Instagram. Yes. Instagram stories. And they clicked on that person's story and they were in the fucking restaurant right next to, like, it's not even like, it's not like it was on the other side of a street or there was this big, like a building and then no building and building. No, same fucking building, little shop, little restaurant. And they were probably literally less than like, and like on a horizontal way, less than 20 feet from each other. And that person almost went the opposite direction. That person almost walked back to their car the opposite direction. And for all you know, they could have met at that point. And they were pissed. They were so pissed at spirit. They're like, why the fuck would you do this to me? It felt almost like a ha-ha. They were putting it in front of their face. When in reality, no, spirit Spirit was like, do you understand how many stops we had to make a divine intervention for your ass to not see each other because it's not time? When you're a powerful manifester, Spirit has a lot more work under their belt when they're going through the part of you learning your impulse control. You're a master manifester. Okay, there was a reason I was called to tell that experience to you. I think you're the first person on a live that I told that experience to. Very beautiful. Probably something that happened to you or is very similar. All right. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. All right. So now we're going to go into those super chatters, okay? So I'll go ahead and just start doing that group of super chatters. And before we leave the live tonight, I'll write down everybody who super chatted after Da, and will be the guaranteed individuals for tomorrow's stream, okay? All right, so I feel like called to start back here. All right. And we'll scroll back up to 𝗧𝗧. All right, 𝗧𝗧, thank you for becoming a member of the team. Let's go ahead and give you a law of attraction card pull as a thank you and a welcome into the membership team. All right, so there is somebody that you realize was passing your healthy boundary. And you realize if somebody truly cares about me and I put a healthy boundary down, if anything, it should make the dynamic better between us. Go with me here. When you know how to set your own healthy boundaries with somebody else and they know how to set it with you, there's a different level of comfort that comes because you know the line with the other person. You know what jokes are too much for them. You know what are the sensitive topics and what aren't. The things that are free game to go crazy and make fun, like in the playing way, like you do with your boys or your any friends, whatever. There is a difference between that, okay, and then somebody who truly just belittles you. What I'm seeing is you are a team player. You are somebody that is like, I'm not too stuck up. I can laugh at myself. I can have fun. I can be humble like that. And that's a beautiful thing about you. But some people see that as a weakness. And those type of people are actually the weak ones. You are realizing anybody that when I do a simple thing where I'm like, hey, you know, when you joke about me that way, that's a sensitive topic. And I'd kind of rather you not, you know, it's a sensitive thing. That's just, please don't talk about that or etc. And then that person is like, oh, you're tripping, you're being too much, I was just joking, blah, blah, blah. That right there is the biggest sign that that's not a real friend. Now, they could say something along the lines of, oh, I'm sorry, like, I am not discrediting how you feel. I hear you. I'm not going to do that anymore. But I want you to know, like, I never meant it like that. Like, I was just joking. And I get it, though. I don't want to hurt you. Thank you for feeling comfortable to tell me. That's a real friend. That's a real partner. That's a real person to have in your existence. And it's actually a gift when people don't do that. Because they're showing their true colors. And you have the choice to remove them from your story before you even gain unemotional. Spirit's very proud of you. You've had to put some walls up, haven't you? And sometimes when you're putting walls up during that purging time of our existence, it can feel very, very lonely. You can even get to a point where, am I tripping? Everybody else likes this person. Everybody else is getting along. Is it me? Well, you're the curse breaker. You're the tower moment. Being a spiritual healer was easy. At all. Being a spiritual being a spiritual healer like you, my friend, takes feeling like nobody in the world will ever understand you, so you can understand everybody. The world does understand you. The right people see you. You just had to experience a time of your life when you thought that wasn't happening, because that is why you see every single person. No matter what part in the room they are, no matter how loud or how silent, etc. they are. All right, and let's get a different color pen. All right, Amanda, you were number... Oh, okay, let me go ahead and list the numbers for you guys again. So anybody that's on the second group of super chatters, I'm going to go ahead and restate your number and your name. Pay attention to what number I'm on, because then you're going to know how close I am to your reading, okay? So listen up. So, excuse me. Listen up, round 2 super chatters. Number 2 is Amanda. Number 3 is L3. Number 4 is Chantel. Number 5 is also Chantel. Number 6 is Rubies. Number 7 is L3's second question. Number 8 is Annie's law of attraction. Number 9 is Alvin's question. And number 10 is Da's question. All right? Now, we're going to go back up to Amanda, number 2. And you just wanted a general card pull. What we got for you for a general card pull? All right, so there's something you're not giving your full force to, but I see it, yeah. I see it as a green flag for once. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. You had a romantic connection that you used to, like, give your all. And when I say giving your all, I mean, like, it's like there was anger, there was frustration, there was betrayal, there was tears. This wasn't giving it your all in a sense of, like, spirit showing undevoted resilience is recommended. This feels very different. This feels like somebody that constantly just wanted to have control, not only of your... So when they want to have control of your happiness, it's not in a sense like, oh, I want to be somebody that's part of your happiness. They want to control when you can and can't be happy. Simply just controlling all of your emotions. And you're like, I'm done. You know what? I have had plenty of times to leave, and I came back, and I don't know why then, but I do now. You are a reflection of the things in my childhood that I did not learn, that I did not let go of. I was chasing my own self-love through your neglect. And I will never, ever, ever, a day longer disrespect myself like that. There's a lot of people here, so this may not be exactly for you, but it feels... So you have a tattoo with this person, like matching tattoos, etc. It feels like you are covering something up, like in a good way, not like there's like a lie. I'm meaning like literally getting like a cover up of something on your skin that once carried a different type of power, and you're transmuting it. This is beautiful, my friend. All right. All right, number 3, L3. You would like to know, and I feel like I should switch to tarot again. You would like to know, does he love you, or is there someone else? Spirit wants me to remind you, avoiding fate, avoiding destiny, if we don't talk about the whole story. Spirit wants me to remind you, he can love you and still there be someone else. I do see somebody, they went in and put the time and effort they did. What I'm hearing is the fire between you two started so fast, but then extinguished almost faster. It was powerful. You felt so blessed. You felt on top of the fucking world with this connection. And just as fast as it went up, it went down. This person does love you. But I'm seeing that they're making future plans with another person. Love is not enough. And you can love more than one person as well. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's true. It's true. We do have one divine, but we can love many different people in our lives. It doesn't mean at the same time. But what I see for you, my friend, is that, yes, they are in love with you, but there's somebody else they feel that their purpose is to be solidified with. All right. Number 4. Chantel, you'd like to know, do you have any secret admirers you don't know about? Do you have any secret admirers you don't know about? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And when a person that's your secret admirer, my friend, is in a relationship, you know, this is kind of a yin yang to the person beforehand. Like, you guys are part of the same collective, but this is how it's totally different. The energy is the same, but the people's life experiences are totally different. This is why collective readings work. Your dynamic, you have a secret admirer. They're with somebody else, and I'm hearing that they love them, but they're not in love with them. But they're a respectful person. They're not a cheater. They're not somebody that's going to cross that line. And way before they ever even knew you, what I'm hearing is way before they ever felt the things they did for you, they knew that that relationship they're currently in is coming to a close. So I am sensing that probably in the past couple of months, this person has assigned a separation, and they want me to say it that way, assigned a separation between them and whoever this partner is of theirs, if it's marriage, if it's a long-term committed relationship where they share a home or etc. They are now in a separation, but it's healthy, and it just looks like two people that really kind of just fell out of love with each other. And now is the first time that they actually would be able to like go into admitting to you and trying to make plans that they like you. Now, they are still legally with this person, so that either means legally married or they have a lease or something together. But it's a legitimate, like, you could be in a legitimate relationship with them with this still, meaning it's not cheating, it's just fucking a lot of money to get divorced, or a lot of money to split a lease or sell a house, whatever. And what I sense is, as long as you and this person have trust, self-control, I mean, it can work out. You do have a secret admirer. If it's up to, if you're somebody that's like, hey, even if everything's good, cordial between them, I just can't enter a relationship until that document is signed and they're out of each other's life, that is your decision. But life's not perfect. And I do see you have a secret admirer that started liking you when they were with somebody else, official with somebody else, but didn't act on it because of their morals. And now more can transpire between you two. Okay, here's your second question, Chantel. Should you stay single and continue to wait for the right person, or start dating and stop being so lonely? All right, so Spirit wants you to remember you are attracting in a masculine right now. If you have this person come in and give you this flirtation or etc., and you don't enact it, that's where we're going to go into a cycle repeat. Okay, you're going to receive a masculine coming to you very soon. And it's going to not surprise you in a bad way, but you're just not going to expect it. You're not going to expect the flow right then. And what I'm seeing, though, is it going into like this intoxicating scent. Intoxicating scent. As soon as you realize this person has feelings for you, things will change. The way you see them and etc. It's not the whole energy. It's like, oh, this person likes me, so now that I know that, I like them. It's not that. Like, you genuinely just never, like that divine intervention where Spirit puts blinders onto you from certain people. You're going to have a masculine present themselves to you very soon, and you need to make sure. Remember, if you were here a little bit earlier where we were talking to our friend a couple readings beforehand, where be careful what you ask for, because when you're a extreme master manifester like you and a lot of people in this collective are, you can really manifest in a divine right on that line before you're fully ready. before you won't second guess yourself. And I'm not saying everything will be perfect when you're in each other's life, but I do sense there being a little bit of slither of like something trying to pull you back from going into this connection. Maybe they're a person in the past you would have never given the time of day to, but things are different now. So be open-minded to whoever this masculine is. Okay. Ruby, you are number 6, and you would like a general pull. All right, let's get you a general pull. All right, so you're feeling like something's been demolished. So you probably recently had a relationship that the spark went out. I'm hearing you both had, okay. There was a connection where you had a lot of memories together. You probably met at a time in your life where you didn't have the best habits. And I'm seeing that you have wanted to grow and extinguish those things from your life. And with that, there have been certain friends and maybe even a lover that had to leave because it was impossible for you to not be around this malevolent influence and them at the same time. But you hoped wanted to grow with you, but they made their own decisions. Spirits wants you to know you have not burned any bridges that were meant to be stayed. Sometimes we have to burn a bridge so we never even tempt ourselves to go back. Spirit wants you to know that you are not in a timeline where you're not going to receive love. You are not in a timeline where you're meant to be alone, but you are allowing yourself to grow from what doesn't serve any longer. And you should be very proud of yourself because a lot of people are so afraid to be alone that they'll just stay where they're getting hurt and then wonder why nothing changes for them. All right, number 7, which is L3's second question, which you wanted a general reading. Got you. Let's ask a general reading regarding your career. Is there anything in your personal development that could be hindering your career? Okay, so there is this sense of you're feeling very cold right now. You've had a lot of people that in the past that have taken advantage of your divine feminine strength, and now you feel like, excuse me, I'm sorry. You feel like what was that slipped on energy about? The Knight of Wands. Slowest moving knight. And with that, you've had opportunities passed up on you. You've been too nice. There have been, being too nice in this world, it can bite you in the butt. Certain dynamics, you have to be more one with masculine nature. No matter if you're a woman, a man, a non-binary person, etc., whatever. You have to know in life when certain times need more of that willpower, that more dominance. You are a person that is deeply, unconditionally always wanting to help, but you can really let other people get ahead of you. You can let people take credit for the things you've done. I would, like in high school or college, would do all the work on a project, and then everybody else chimes in and says they did something when it was all you. Okay? Spirit's wanting you to know there needs to be more speaking up. There are opportunities, there are things that have been meant for you that are getting passed by because you're being too nice. This has been a long journey, and you have accomplished so much regarding this with like other personal life, but now it's about developing it into your career. And this is something you weren't taught. This is something you had to teach yourself. So give yourself all the credit, all the power for having to heal your own inner teenager, your own inner child. But you're doing great. Let's go ahead and take that masculine strength to demand your raise, to demand that next upgrade, to demand what you're already owed. All right. Number 8, NA. Let's go ahead and give you a general card pull. All right. What we got for you? Let's see. Okay, currently, I feel that you're channeled in with that work energy as well. Annie, you are part of the same collective as our friend beforehand. Okay, you've already, with the things that have happened in your personal life, with your friends, with your family, you have built this deep courage to speak up and not care anymore if people want to take your necessary developments as you being like you're not a team member anymore, or you're not working together, or you want to make problems, or etc. No, you're not letting things be pushed the other direction anymore. But there's something now about your work life, this becoming clearer as well. You were absolutely part of our friends collective beforehand about all of some of the bridges you felt that you burned, whether it was with family or found family, etc. There are certain individuals that were always meant after watch you from the other side of the mountain, where that bridge is burned and can see you going forth. And here's the thing, on that other side of the mountain is a whole team, a spiritual team, but also individuals that want your best interests. I feel like you're up next for something, Annie, like in a good way, like a promotion or a raise, or even if this is more about a sense of like, maybe this could even be revolving this could be revolving around another aspect of your life too, like involving like D&D. Like this is now another thing I'm feeling, where it's about like taking on and not letting other people like control your campaign. Some people can maybe like, you just have certain friends or etc. It's like, yo, this is my campaign, like I'm the dungeon master right now, okay? And maybe even something just happened with your friends and that made a personal development, and now this is something that's trickling into career. Okay, Annie, you're doing phenomenal. Okay, you're allowing yourself not to be afraid to pull back your energy. You're not being afraid to flow through the anger. You're not being afraid to stick up for yourself. And that is beautiful. It is so much easier said than done, and you're doing it. All right, Alvin, you are number 9. What are you destined for in terms of your career? What are you destined for in terms of your career? Okay, so you had to put a whole destruction to one. I see. So you thought so you probably went into a company or a business where you were making, good money, but you hated what you were doing. Like you hated it. But you're like, this is just like this is what I know to do. Maybe there was even kind of like, I feel like there was a familial, like deep love. So maybe it's like your family is maybe, it may not be exactly this, but I'm just seeing the example. I don't think this is you. This is more of an example. I'm picking up on somebody else here. It's like you joined the military because your family joined the military. You become a nurse because your family members are all nurses. You became a school teacher because your family's all school teachers. It's that energy. So it's almost like something was just made for you. And you're like, I guess this is already part of the plan. Why am I going to try to look for something else? And you realize, no, I'm meant to do something else. And if I have to destroy the views of others, if I have to burn bridges, I'm releasing that malevolent influence. Okay, you are meant to, there's something that you're wanting to do where you have to, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It's like a license. It's something about your mind, but it's about your body being free. Are you somebody that wants to be like a pilot, or like, all I feel is, it's like when you get like a boating license, or you get like a scuba diving license, or a flight, like it's something where it's like going to a different part of the world in this world. And it's almost like a form of being like an instructor, and it's like a daily reminder of just cherishing in the moment. You want a job that makes you one with nature, or one with this world, and not stuck in a factory or in that type of dynamic. What I'm seeing Spirit is telling you is you're not meant to do what the rest of your family did. You're meant to make your own story. And it looks like if this is something along the lines of getting a license to be an instructor for something, or even just join this. It's the biggest. This is the biggest, not like in a bad way, like stump up, but cluster I've received when it's like I start stuttering and etc. Because it feels like you have so many options right now to go. You know, during this time of separation with your love, and you've been going through this self-transformation for I think the next 3 months. You've been on it for the past 2 months, but you're still going on it for the next, you said you wanted to do a 5-month deep inner transformation. It feels like they want you to try on a lot of different hobbies. Things that you have researched before but never really dived into. It really does feel like you're meant to be in a job where you spend time outside and you share a skill and make memories. Something that is way more, not like slow paced, but repetitive in it's repetitive structure. It's excitement. I'm sorry, I'm saying it in kind of a weird way, but this is the only way I can think of it. Excited, permanent schedule. So like, let's say you were somebody that was a pilot and you know the route you're going to take. You know what you have to do to get off of the ground and what controls and how to talk to the towers and whatever. But every flight still, it's its own. It's unique. Or even if this is like scuba diving or something and going out to knowing specific parts of the water, but you're always going to see different fish or different animals. However this resonates for you, Alvin, you are meant to share memories with others, not be alone building things. That's how they want me to say it. I don't even know what your career is right now, but that's how they want me to say it. Okay, number 10. That was 𝗧𝗏𝗪𝗘. Okay? And you would like to know, you just want to know, will your life get better than it is, and will your relationship last? Okay, so remember, my friend, it's one question. So let's go ahead and say, is your life going to get better than it is right now? Okay? Okay, I do see things coming together for you. But they need you to focus on what you have control of. You don't have control of what your relationship, your person, what they choose to do. It is out of your control. The only thing you have control of is how you react to it. There is much more trial and error you two are going to go through. What I can say right now regarding your own life, yes, you're going to work together with another person. There is a lot of independent time when I'm hearing when it comes to figuring out what you want to do with your career, what you're going to clock into, where you're going to invest this next part of your existence when it comes to your purpose and where you make money. Something's changing. If this is regarding finances, I see in the summertime you making an energy exchange, like some form of work that you do, being receiving of it. Not saying you're not doing enough now. You're just dealing with the piece of fate. You're dealing with the freedom of will of others and how the market and finances are right now. But the thing is you're not giving up. Okay? What I'm seeing for you is your life. Yes, it is getting better. It is not going to be peachy. And you still have trials and tribulations to go through. But make it clear that this summer, there's going to be a level of financial security that stays with you. All right? All right. Also, guys, if you're interested in a personal reading with yours truly, you can simply go to my profile on YouTube, and if you click on the links in the bio, you're going to see my personal website, offprintmint.com. If you know exactly what service you would like, right when you get on the homepage, there's actually a button that pops up that says click here to schedule your reading. Now, if you're interested in seeing all my available options or interested in seeing the pricing of the readings, that's where I would recommend you to go to the My Services tab instead. When you get on the homepage of my website, on the top right-hand corner, there's 3 horizontal lines. It's a drop-down menu. So click on it. You're going to see the drop-down, and the words My Services are going to pop up. Click those words. And right there, it's going to pull you up to the page with all of my available services. And you can schedule the reading also right there. Whatever one you choose, there's a button underneath, and it will prompt you to the next page where you fill out the contact form. And then I reach back out to you via email within 48 hours. And my email that I reach back out to you from is contact@offprintmint.com. That's the only email I talk to other people through, and that's the only way you can schedule a reading with me. If somebody reaches out to you on any social media platform, trying to DM you, asking if you want a reading, going into full conversations with you, talking to you on WhatsApp, texting you, calling you, that is not me. Not me. I never reach out to anybody first. That's not how this works. That's not authentic. You reach out to the reader. Okay? Spirit aligns our messages with your algorithm, and then you use your discernment with Spirit to see, does this reader have something else for me? And if it is a yes, then Spirit guides you to contact the reader. It is not the other way around. That is not authentic, and keep that for food for thought for you guys going forward, okay? A real reader is going to trust their own abilities and know that the people they're supposed to help will find them. With that being said, okay? Also, what was it? There was one little thing I wanted to say as well. I forgot. Ooh. What was the reason? Damn. What was I forgetting? Gosh. What am I forgetting? I just went through a full blank right there. I wanted to tell you how I do respond. Okay. So, something you will see me do on like something you will see me do to interact with you guys on like YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, is I do respond to messages, like comments, where I'll be like, oh, thank you for your support, or if you ask like a question or something and I respond back, or if it's something silly you posted and I'm just like joshing back and forth with you, I'll do that like one time. But if the conversation continues, that is not me. And just remember, those people are meant, the reason that those people are put into others' lives is because it helps with discernment. It's not an excuse for what they're doing. It's not okay what they're doing. But Spirit makes sure everything happens to you for a reason. And if it's going to happen, if those people with freedom of will are going to try to manipulate and gyp others, Spirit's going to make sure that you see that, and it helps amplify your ability to see through bullshit instantly. So, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, that's the only way you're going to get it, by going to my website. And that's where we're going to conclude our live readings today. I am going to go ahead now, though, and write down everybody that super chatted after Da. After Da. You guys are going to be the first ones answered on tomorrow's live stream. That's going to start around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? And we are going to have an after stream on Twitch tonight. So I'll explain that after I write down these other individuals, okay? All right, so number 1 tomorrow is Nini. Tomorrow is Nini. And you were wanting a general. Got you. Number 2 tomorrow is New Life. Raw Evolution. And I see you did 2. So the first one's going to be a general pull. Right. And then I'll count you as number 3 as well. New Life. Raw Evolution. And your second one, let's see, got that. Your second one is, how will healing show up in your life? Show up in life. In your life. After undergoing past recent trauma. Okay. Got you. And then number 4, Divinity. Got you. You have a specific question. Okay. Let's see. Nate was short for Natalie. I get the feeling they might smoke together, and that's part of the exchange. Is there immediate emotional damage? Okay, I got you. That's part of their exchange. Is there okay? Is there intimate / emotional exchange with Natalie and him. Okay, got you. Now, number 5, Monica. And you wanted a general pool. Got you. General. And then I see you had actually 2 questions. You have your second one as well. Got you. So Monica. And you have an actual question for the second one. Got you. What do you see coming when it comes to life and to love life and money? Okay, remember, so it is 1 question. If you would like, what I can do, since you asked for a general poll beforehand, and then the second one says life and money, how about I make the first one what's coming towards your life in love, and then the second one what's coming towards your life in money. I feel that's a fair energy exchange, okay? I'll go ahead and do that for you. What's coming way in love life, and then what's coming your way in finances. Got you. Perfect. David, that's a compliment. Thank you. What a compliment, David. Alrighty. So, that is going to be the individuals who are guaranteed to be the first on tomorrow's live stream. Remember, guys, these are recorded as well. So if for any reason you can't make it right at the beginning of the live stream tomorrow, you can just wait for the recording to come out and it will be right there for you right at the beginning. Okay? Now, we are going to go ahead and transfer to the after stream on Twitch. So over here, I give away 1 question answers to everybody who gets picked. Over on Twitch, 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at nighttime, I give away 1 entire free reading to 1 lucky follower of mine on Twitch. Basically, you get to pick 1 topic, love, career, etc., and then you fully explain to me via email what's going on in your life regarding that topic. I then go ahead and perform a reading, and I type it out for you, and I take a picture of your spread, and I send it to you via email. That way you have a visual representation of your card spread as you're reading the results. All you have to do to be eligible for that giveaway is follow me on Twitch, which is 1000% free. Then you comment the keyword of the active live stream, and the only way you can get the keyword is by coming to the active live stream. It's on my screen, and it changes every single stream. And then at the end of every single stream, that's when the person is picked. So I am going to give myself about 30 minutes to decompress and cleanse before I go straight over to Twitch. But you can get to the Twitch by going right to my YouTube profile. If you go to the bio where the link is, you're going to see my Twitch link. Go ahead and follow now so you can get the notification right when I go live, and also so you don't forget. Other than that, the game I'm going to be playing today is Marvel Rivals. That's what we play. That's what we do there as well on Twitch. It's the after stream is a way for me to like get to chill and like get to know you guys more than even the cards, more than the spirituality. You know, this space, when I'm doing this, you know, UncleBronze and Matt are the same people, but UncleBronze is more of the channeler side of me, and Matt is just the human me who likes to play video games and joke around, etc. And that is a cool balance of how I can get to know you guys better, and then have safe spaces for that, and then the spaces for this. So I'd love to see you over there. Again, link is in my bio. That is Twitch at 𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗄𝒠�official. That's the only username that's different for me on any site. Everywhere else, I'm just 𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗄𝗏𝗡. But on Twitch, it's 𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗪𝗏𝗡. And I will see you guys over there in about 30 minutes. If you decide not to go over there with us, then I'll see you guys tomorrow on our next live stream, right around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will make a YouTube community tab post to let you know the exact time I'll be going on tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. You have a great rest of your night, morning, evening. I'll see you wherever I see you. Let's get it.